Hello everybody and welcome to today's hurricane season outlook and discussion for May 18th, 2020. And as you can see, Arthur's still here. It's moving along now, but it was moving slowly before, but now it's like right here near the Outer Banks. And it looks like it has strengthened to 50 miles per hour. Now, I don't know if I agree with that, because the 996 millibars is not equivalent to 50 mile per hour winds. That's more like 60. But this is the NHC. They're trying to be on the safe side, and I understand that. So yeah, there's it looks like it's going through some quick strengthening here in the next like 12 to 24 hours before it goes extra tropical. And here's the location. It is located 35.1 north, 75.2 west, and it's still going north-northeast now. But that movement has gotten really quick now. It's going at 16 miles an hour, so the Outer Banks is only going to be feeling this for a couple more hours, and then it's going to be going away. Not that it's going to matter, because this front's going to come and ruin your days anyways, because there's a lot of rain with this low that's coming by. And the thing that's helping Arthur move away is this cut off low right here that is moving to the east. So that's what's going to push Arthur out. Instead of going like this, it's going to be going like this, and then maybe circle around. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with that. Alright, center of Arthur passing just southeast of Cape Hatteras. Storms bringing heavy rainfall and gusty winds to portions of eastern North Carolina. Let's take a look at the advisory and the discussion here. It's moving pretty quickly. 16, it's 30 degrees. This move is 30 degrees or north-northeast, depending on how you guys measure out movement. So yeah, the tropical storm force winds extend outwards up to 125 miles. So it is growing in size for sure. Here are the hazards. Tropical storm conditions are expected within the tropical storm warning area through early afternoon. So here the next like 2 or 3 hours, it seems, from the looks of this. Arthur is expected to produce total rain accumulations of 1 to 3 inches over coastal North Carolina through this afternoon, with isolated maximum amounts of 5 inches. As I said, flooding is going to be a big issue. If it's not going to be from Tropical Storm Arthur, it's going to be from that low that is coming from the west. And that low from the west is probably going to dump like 8 inches of rain in some spots. Alright, surface swells generated by Arthur are affecting portions of the southeast U.S. coast and are expected to spread northward along the U.S. mid-Atlantic coast during the next day or so. These swells could cause life-threatening surf and riparian conditions. Please consult products from your local weather office. And we're going to get the next, I'm going to call it half advisory at 2 p.m. and the complete advisory, full advisory at 5 p.m. What about the discussion? It's getting a little better organized, but I still think it's 60 miles per hour with this kind of 996 millibars. But that's just me. And here's your key messages. That they're saying that tropical storm conditions will be happening today, and dangerous rip currents. That reminds me. If there is no lifeguard on duty at the beaches, if you go to the beaches today, don't go into the water. That's the craziest thing you can do, is go into the water. Not to mention that the water temperatures are below average this time of year, and they're like only in the 60s, so who would want to go in that cold water anyway? So just don't do it. Here is the position in max winds, and it's 50 miles per hour right now, which I still think is 60. But you know, it is what it is. Um, and this is 60 right here, going through 12, 48 hours for going post tropical at 24, which I think this will be 70 as well. Yeah, I guess only time will tell what will happen with the storm going forward. All right, let's look at the GFS real quick. As you can see, this is the pressure of 996, so the GFS is actually right on this. So let's move out through time. I don't know what that says. If that says 991, let's see what this does here. See if it gives us a proper reading. It does not look like it gives us a proper reading of the pressure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that says 991, which is a borderline hurricane. Yeah, that's 991 if that says 992. 994. It does a little circle around. And that's about 5 days out. As you can see, there's a high pressure here, high pressure there, and this is the low that is coming from the west. It's a very slow mover. So you're going to be getting a ton of rain throughout most of the east portion of the United States. And lo and behold, look at what we got here. Right down here. That is a low in the water. Anything that is low in the water needs to be watched. This is 5 days out, so if it's not connected to a front, then it needs to be watched. But let's take a look at the euro real quick. See, it says 1,005 millibars, which is absolutely not true. Then it has 997, which I think this is false because it's already here. With this current location of the storm, it's already in the Outer Banks. But then again, this is on the 19th, so who knows? I think it's moving way too fast now to be in that location tomorrow. 24 hours, it starts to do the loop around like everything else, and then it just dissipates, just completely. Let's go to 5 days out just to take a look at what's going on. Yeah, you can see that the high pressure is all the way over here. Got the high pressure all the way down here in the Caribbeans, which is weird because I never see highs that low before. This is going to be a pretty interesting setup for the hurricane season this year. I do believe that my current numbers right now are 22 named storms, 10 to 12 hurricanes, 3 to 7 major hurricanes, and 4 to 8 landfalls. So let's see what happens with my predictions this year. We've already had one of those named storms, so we got 21 left on my list. And I don't think Arthur's gonna make landfall, so we still got 4 to 8 landfalls because it's just gonna skirt the the North Carolina coast, and not like a full-on landfall. Let's take a look at my trusty visible. As you can see, look at the blow up. It's huge. The storm is huge now. Look at the convection trying to wrap around itself and the outflow. The outflow is really there. This storm is looking more and more healthy by the hour, and at this point, I don't think it's going to reach hurricane status anymore, but I do think it will peak out at about 70 miles an hour. So that is my takeaway on this, and that is the end of my update. I'll probably have about 2 more updates here today, considering, you know, with the storm at the 5 o'clock hour and the 11 p.m. hour. So have a nice day, and I'll see you guys here in a few hours.